Okay, I'm bringing you. Oh, I'm back. I should say first of all, I'm back. For now, I don't know if I'll keep doing videos regularly or just spontaneously. I don't fucking know. I'm lazy. But I'm back bringing you some Monster Hunter beta. I was gonna do this earlier, but I did not have the mic for we recorded the podcast. We need an extra mic, so I brought my mic over. I forgot it at my friend's house. I got it back now. The third beta came out. We got a new quest, so perfect timing. Right, so this is the quest with the Elder Dragon Nerf Gigante. Elder Dragons are the most badass creatures in the Monster Hunter universe. They don't have to be dragons. That's just their category. There's a unicorn-looking fucker who is confirmed for this game. That shit appeared in the commercial over there in Japan. It's called Kirin, if you want to look it up. But yeah, they don't have to be dragons. So this fucker, he's hard. Pretty goddamn. He's harder than the other three hunts you get in the beta. When they were announcing this, they said he's gonna be harder than what he is in the real game. I don't know if that's because they just the time you have a certain time. You have 15 minutes to kill the fucker, whereas in the regular game you'll have probably 50. That's usually been the normal, and in the beta we have 20. I don't know why. Don't ask me, ask them. But for him, we have 15. So when they said he's gonna be harder in the real game, I'm not sure they just mean because they shortened the time limit and we don't have the equipment we probably would have in the real game by the time we fight him. Or if they really amped up his AI and said, fuck it, pure aggression, 100% extra damage. I don't know. They haven't said anything about that. So we'll just go with it's the time limit and we don't have the correct gear for the time we'd fight him. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt on that. So, I've tried this fucker a lot of times online with the help of randoms. I don't suggest that in the beta. Well, you can't do that anymore. The fucking beta's over when I'm recording this. So I wouldn't have suggested that because most people are complete fucking garbage, or at least the ones I was playing with. They suck so much. But it makes sense. This trying to get a lot of new people into the game, and they're not gonna be the best. Now, I'm not saying I'm the best, because this is my first Monster Hunter myself, so I don't know everything. I don't know the actual, ways to hunt. I could say, I play Monster Hunter on fucking Marvel vs. Capcom, which did actually, fucking help to figure out some of the moves for some weapons, because, this Marvel vs. Capcom, I could do this. So if I equip this weapon, can I do that too? Yes, I can. It works exactly the same, except without the motion. I don't need to input a motion to do it. So that was actually pretty funny. But with that, people suck. The time limit sucks. The amount of lives we get is a lot less than the other hunts in the beta, but probably a lot more than what we're gonna get in the full game. And people are still losing a lot, but that happens. You guys are trying the game, it's fine, I hate them, they suck, but whatever. But, this is, I'm trying out, well, how should I say it? After being pissed off at the people online, I was trying to do him solo, as you can see. But I wasn't using this weapon originally. I was using my favorite weapon, which is the insect glaive. But I felt with that one, at my skill level, I just couldn't do it. I usually never ran out of lives, it's just a time limit. Because with the insect glaive, there's a buff mechanic to it where you shoot out a little bug dude, and depending on which part of the monster you hit, like where he's more aggressive, where just his body, or where it allows him mobility, like his legs or wings, like you get different buffs, red, yellow / orange, depending, I don't fucking know which color that one is, or white. And each one gives you different stats. The red gives you more bonus damage, the new moveset for your attacks. White gives you more mobility, and yellow / orange give you defense up. And then you have all three of them at the same time. You get super bonus. It just amplifies all the other things. pretty much. But that combined with the insect glaives, pretty low sharpness. Like after a while, you'll tend to run low. Like how should I say? The sharpness will degrade. So a lot faster than most other weapons. It just feels like, and you start with low sharpness. You start bouncing off the monster, and you do less damage. So that combined with the how sometimes how time consuming getting all three buffs are, just because the monster fucking moves and you have to hit certain parts of it to get a certain buff. It just with the time limit, I couldn't do it. Now I'm my skill low, so I decided, okay, let's go with my second favorite weapon, which is the charge blade, which is what you're seeing now. And I worked a lot better because this is actually the first time I'm trying the charge blade on him solo. I was trying it online, but people were sucking too much ass. Couldn't do it. But this is my first time trying it on him solo. And as you see, because I'm showing the fucking video, I did actually beat him. Spoilers, of course. But the charge blade, I don't know how someone can figure out the fucking mechanics of this weapon just by playing. Other than sheer luck, you end up doing something and you realize what you did somehow. Other than wondering 100 fucking minutes, like, okay, I did this, but I don't remember what I did to do it. Like, this fucking weapon is so complicated. I'm not sure if the full game is gonna have a tutorial for the weapons themselves. I hope they do. But then, you know, YouTube exists, you got video tutorials, which is what I did to learn these fucking things. Like, as soon after the first Monster Hunter beta came out, I was on the Monster Hunter binge on videos. I had YouTube Red at the time. And I just let Monster Hunter video play after Monster Hunter video play like 24/7. I've watched over like 150 hours, 200 hours of Monster Hunter since the first beta came out for this game. I've been on the binge. It's like I'm a crack addict. I don't have the fucking game, so I'm like, I need more. But yeah, I don't get how the fuck someone would learn this weapon without pure luck and realizing what they did instantly. Or not instantly, but you know, just realizing what they did and figuring out shit. Okay, this weapon has a. If you look under my house stamina and my sharpness meter, there's a sword, a shield, and 5 bottle-looking things, and they all have an interesting aspect to the weapon. So the charge blade is a sword and shield, but it can also transform into a giant axe form. You know, if you like Bloodborne, think of Bloodborne, they're switch weapons. But that's not all. That's not all. In sword and shield mode, if you were watching throughout the gameplay, when I'm attacking it, the little 5 bottle things, they're called files in the game, start to turn yellow, and then turn red, and then depending if I keep attacking, will turn super red. And if they turn super red, I start bouncing no matter what. So then I have to, what's it called? Put those files into my shield. So every so often you'll see me put my sword into my shield, and that's pretty much loading the files in there, and then you will see the files like have filled up. They're no longer yellow or red or whatever. They filled up. But then that's not all. There's more. Then after that, you could then put the files. No, first of all, those things. You know, sometimes you see my shit glow like with some electricity. That's what the files do. They give you extra like element, something like that. And they will, if you switch to your axe form and you do the circle hits, like if you're playing on a PlayStation controller, you press circle and you do those attacks, it'll use up those file charges on your attacks, you know, amplify the damage from electricity shit, whatever. And that's how you consume them, but that's just the base of the weapon, that's just basic shit. But then you could put the charges you have into your shield. If you look at the gameplay, sometimes you'll see that my shield is glowing, and you do that by, as soon as you have the Great Axe mode has a super attack, like a super wide. You've seen me do it a good few times in the game. But while you're doing that attack, if you press the block button, which is the PlayStation is R2. You then do a move which will put all your charges into your shield. And then that makes your shield stronger. So you will block a lot more damage. Or I should say you take less damage when you block. You still take some damage, a bit, but compared to what you regularly take, it's massive. It's a fucking massive difference. I don't think I actually blocked anything in the gameplay because I forgot. But if you do it, like, this monster has one-shot attacks. But if you block it with the charged up shield, it will do like maybe half your health, maybe a little bit less. Instead of just purely one-shotting you or putting you to like 90% of death. But then, you know, that's good and dandy. We charge up shield, but there's still a little sword icon next to the shield as well. You can amplify your sword as well. As soon as you have your shield charged up, you can then press the button combination you do to charge up, or not charge up, to reload your little, put the files into your shield. And then you can hold triangle, and you'll see your dude sticking the sword in all the way into the shield. And after a little bit, he'll release it, and then boom, charged up your fucking sword. And that's pretty much all the intricacies, like, yeah, of this sword and shield. It's pretty complicated, but it's really fun. I like it a lot. I think this video turned out to be more of a charge blade tutorial, like just me talking about, than whatever else. But whatever. Also, the rock steady mantle, it's the shit that I sometimes put on my character throughout the gameplay. That thing is OP. Like, if you're having a lot of trouble on a monster when the full game comes out, I highly suggest bring the rock steady mantle with you. It gives you extra defense. It makes you not get launched by a monster attack. You know, you see multiple times where a monster hits me, fucking knocks me down, or launches me somewhere. But with this thing on, I stand my ground. I'm a badass. I ain't flinching for nothing. So I suggest bringing that. And I fucking killed it. I was actually super relieved when I killed that. Fuck yeah. I did not believe I would get it on my first try with this weapon. I didn't even realize it was my first try after I killed it until a little later. I was like, wait a minute. This was my first attempt at it with this weapon. Pretty good, pretty good. Solo. I did try it again online. Didn't work out because those guys suck. But yeah, so there's Monster Hunter Beta. I can't wait for the full game. This is proof that this is my first time killing it. I'm going to show you that I get the quest, the reward for completing the quest for the first time. And I can't wait for the full game. Hope y'all buy the game. I'll teach you the ways of the hunter if you want me to.